basically, Nottingham Forest have slapped an £100 million price tag on the 23-year-old England international midfielder. Of course, he played in 6 of the 9 England games, started in 5, performed really well. And if he does go for that amount of money, that would see him mirror Declan Rice and Jack Grealish. So I was just wondering, where do you think he stacks up against the likes of those players, and is it worth it for that price, 100 mil for Elliot Anderson?
Does it, Jeff? Doesn't surprise in this modern day. Does not surprise one little bit. He's a very, very good player. He's a very good player. He's just reliable. He's so reliable. He's absolute quality all over the pitch. Work rate is phenomenal. He looks like a really good lad as well. I think whoever signs him, if they did go and sign him, Forest wouldn't want to get rid, by the way. They would not want to lose him. But if anybody did go and sign him, I'd say it's about as sure a bet as what you could get by signing a player, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing is that it's usually goal scorers who go for the really big bucks, isn't it? Now, he's capable of getting a goal or two, but you know, I think it's a big price tag, and Forest's price tag is clearly to put people off because they don't want to sell at the moment. But he's had an absolutely fantastic couple of years, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's quality, and 23 as well. He's so young. I mean, should he be in a rush to leave Forest when the likes of Man United come knocking and big clubs?
Oh, it's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one. Forest fans would definitely say no, but if there's a couple, 3 in for him in the summer, you can't blame him for wanting to go to, and again, no disrespect to Nottingham Forest, massive football team, but when you're talking about some of these big European teams, then the question's got to be asked.
And if he has a great World Cup,
I know
that £100 million might not seem so much after all. You know? It's interesting. I saw that there's a lot of stuff in the papers this morning about Antoine Semenyo as well, having a £65 million release clause with sort of season and a bit that he's had. You think there'll be a few around want to bite his
65 is a snip as well. For him, it's an absolute snip. He is an absolute player as well. Talking about everything I just said about Elliot Anderson, same sort of thing. Work rate, seems like a really good lad. Scoring goals, assists, team player. There'll be a lot of teams sniffing him. Bournemouth, I'm pretty sure they'd be braced to be losing him, I reckon.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who I feel sorry for, Newcastle fans. After losing Anderson 35 mil to Forest, and of course they had to sell him, didn't they, for PSR and avoiding that points deduction. You've got to be sat there just so frustrated. And of course, with that contract, apparently there's no buyback clause or anything around that to get him back. You could be just.
Do you think that's a bit sloppy from Newcastle? Not having that inserted?
I think it's a difficult one because it sounded like they're obviously in a rush that they had to get rid of him. So it puts them almost in a weaker position if Forest were the only team willing to pay that amount for him. I don't know, but it could be an oversight on their behalf.
I wouldn't feel too sorry for them. They're in the Champions League after all. You know, there's some great times at St James's Park.
Aren't they the
Premier
richest
League
club?
season not had the greatest start, but you know.
But to lose on homegrown talent. And he's obviously flourishing, but
it's hard, you know.
And he could have been yours.
These PSR rules, aren't they? Need to get rid.
And that's the massive problem as far as everybody knows. That's the massive problem as far as Newcastle are concerned. You know, I mean, so much money, but can't spend it. So, which you know, is going to be what Anthony Joshua finds in a few weeks' time, isn't it? So,
a nice problem to have, that.
Yeah. Never had that. I got a question actually. While we're just chatting away, Andy said, this is for you, Ben. Can you ask Ben, I mean, you've seen this, Sam, in football as well. You ask Ben why goalkeepers don't catch the ball anymore. It's a really good point because you see so many people punching when it looks easier to catch.
Right, so these balls actually move quite a bit, you know. So they look like they're flying true, but they don't. They've got a little wobble on them. So they changed ball in the summer from Nike balls over to Puma. And apparently by every goal, from every goalie I've spoke to so far, they move more than what the Nike balls do. And I'd say to the layman watching, they might not see that subtle little movement. But from a goalkeeper, when the ball's flying at you at 80 miles an hour, you can really see it moving a bit. And to avoid any kind of element of doubt that you might not get your handling perfect, sometimes it's just safer to punch the thing or just get as big a surface on it as possible and get it away from danger. But I do agree. I think in years gone by, goalkeepers have probably started to not want to take the risk of catching it as much as what they used to do.
Yeah, the art of catching seems to be a dying art, that's for sure. You know, earlier on we were all saying we wish Scotland and Wales well this evening. Tom has texted and he said, I'm English. not Scottish or Welsh. I sincerely hope they both get stuffed 4-0 and lose their qualifiers. Thanks, Tom. Sam, thanks very much.
Thanks very much, guys.
Coming up after England breeze through the qualification phases, we find out how the other big players are shaping up ahead of the World Cup. That's next.